All right, what the fuck is going on, everybody? I hope you are good. It is Thursday night. That's right, which means this is Wrestling Outlet. I am Boxman. Smark will be on the way in just a little while. Hope everybody's hearing me good. For some reason, it seems like something's low. I don't know why. Probably my volume in my headphones. It is the volume in my headphones. That's what was low. So, hope everybody's doing good out there. Like I said, Smark will be coming along any second now, and we will let him in. Hopefully, we have no technical issues. Hopefully, he can see me, hear me. The other for the last 2 weeks, he either couldn't see me or he couldn't hear me. One of the two, or he couldn't see me and hear me. So hopefully, everything will be going just fine when Smart gets here. And see cheese. It would me. Yeah. I know. Smart said dinner took longer. I understand. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes, sometimes you get excited about your food, man. Did you ever see Tropic Thunder? I get excited about my foods, man. I mean, he was excited about that shit. That's what happens. But yeah, folks, let me kick this one off with a quick rest in peace. Ace Frehley of Kiss um, passed away. I guess I was just reading a little while ago that he took a fall a while ago, I think, and had maybe some complications because of it. I really don't know, but Ace Frehley of Kiss has passed away now. I will be the first one to admit I like a couple of their songs, but I am not the like a gigantic Kiss fan. But I will say this. One of my favorite movies, like if you asked me what one of my favorite like B movies or made for TV movies would be, it would be Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. Okay? This is a fucking awesome movie right here. If you have not seen this, seek it out. It is findable, I promise you. Check this fucking movie out. It is Kiss running around an amusement park. It is so Scooby Doo. It's not even funny. It is Kiss running around an amusement park. Don't mind the mess behind me, folks. Running around an amusement park, chasing an evil inventor around, and all of Kiss has superpowers. So they're all like, spaceman and this and that. It is one of the greatest movies you could ever watch if you like made for TV B movies from like the 70s. Awesome movie. So I did want to really quickly jump in and just kick off with Ace Frehley. And rest in peace, Ace Frehley. I like I said, I wasn't the I don't know what it was about them, but they were scary, which is kind of weird because if when I listen to their music now, I kind of think that was more pop rock than like heavy metal. If you listen to, obviously, like if you put them beside Metallica, they'd be pop rock. It's what they would be at this point. Um, but I don't know why when I was a kid, the band Kiss scared me and I just never really, but I love that movie, Detroit Rock City. If you've never seen that, that is a great movie. These bunch of guys are trying to get to a Kiss concert, and the whole movie is about them just fighting their way to get to the Kiss concert. It's awesome. So they've definitely been a part of some of my favorite movies out there. So I may not be their biggest fan, but couple of the things they do, I am a giant fan of. So anyway, and Gene Simmons was always, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. So Noreb, I read you are back in your house. I don't know if anybody remembers what was going on with all that. That was my God, I cannot believe that was 3 years ago, bro, that we were talking about this. But yeah, 3 years of waiting. He's back in his house. I'm so happy to hear that, man. That must be amazing. Amazing. So 3 years, he's got power, he's got internet, He's living the dream, folks. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He's living the dream again. So hopefully all is well there, man. That's great that you're back in your house. I know that must feel absolutely amazing to be back home. I don't like being away from home for more than 4 or 5 hours at a time. I'm a homebody. I am a really, really a homebody. I love being home. I got my shit here. I got my movies. I got my music. I got my usually beer. I had to take a break. Just don't even ask. I knew when I was 50 it was going to fucking start hitting me wrong. And it is. It already is. It's already hitting me wrong, but I don't know. I'm going to drink tomorrow night. I don't give a fuck. So it's not the weekends that kill me. It's the weekdays when I got to get up early. So problem is I'm a homebody and I'm a night owl. So, you know, I love being home. Plus I love being up late. I mean, it's like 12:30 and I'm like getting my fucking second wind, but I've got to stop doing that. I hate to say this, but I'm getting too fucking old to keep doing that shit. So all right, we got Smart trying to come in. Let's see if we can get him in here. Let's see what happens when we try to bring him in. Oh, looks like he came in and popped back out. Oh, wait. There he is. We got him. All right. He can see me. He can hear me. We are fucking good, folks.
Hey, it actually worked this time.
Yeah, look at that. We're all good to go. What's going on, man?
Not a lot. How are you? How we doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm just kind of bullshitting around, talking about how much of a homebody and night owl I am. That's about it.
No.
Yeah, I figured, talk a little bit of bullshit before we get into the releases and all the other wrestling bullshit we got to get into tonight. So, what's going on, man? How are you there? How's things going there?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Good. Hey, I meant to ask you last week was that explosion anywhere near you that happened in Tennessee?
Uh, the military thing.
Yeah, the big explosion or the plant that blew up or something like that.
Yeah, no, I don't believe so. I did hear about it, but I don't remember exactly where it was that took
All
place. I
right.
don't think it's nearby.
All right. Gotcha. Yeah, see? All right. And
We're
looks
not.
like Cheese is just kind of agreeing with me a little bit about the music. We were talking a little bit. I mean, Ace Frehley passed away of Kiss, and we were just talking about their music a little bit. I kind of said they were like the originators of pop rock. If you put them, what they were trying to be was heavy metal, and you put them against Metallica, they're pop rock. Kiss is pop rock.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. I feel they're the originators of pop rock. There's nothing wrong with that. They made bazillions off of what they did. Nothing wrong with that at all. So shit, they they were the right guys at the right time in the right outfits and had the right music. So whatever.
Yeah, my grandpa was a big Kiss fan, so I was because I like looked up to him when I was growing up. I was a big Kiss fan, but then just the more that I heard of fucking Gene Simmons, like the more interviews I heard of him, the less and less I liked him and kind of them by extension. But it's not really their fault that he's a giant fucking tool bag. But if like I, if anybody, I don't think anybody hated Gene Simmons as much as Ace Frehley did. So as somebody who doesn't really care for Gene Simmons' enemies enemy situation, I liked Ace Frehley for the most part.
Yeah,
Like if
absolutely.
you, I don't know if you saw the bottom half of my name there, but that's I figured I'd throw a little homage to him.
Oh, now I see it. Okay. I couldn't
Um,
read it. Now I concentrated on it. Now I can read it. And of course, fuck Troy Aikman. Poor. Does Troy Aikman? I mean, does he?
always fuck you, Troy.
Jeez, for the love of God, watch the Stuttering John movie.
Mm. You cut out a bit, so I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Uh, Cheese wants me to watch the Stuttering John movie. He said, "Box, for the love of God, will you watch the
You should.
Stuttering John movie?" You know, I'm not gonna be able to this weekend. It is Jamboree weekend in this little town, so it is a big weekend here. Um, people have companies are closed tomorrow around here. I'm not lying, dude. I am not lying. Um,
No, I know. I know because you've said this before, because every time you say it, it always makes me smile based on just how ridiculous the name sounds. But if I didn't know that you were telling the truth, which you are,
I
I would
am.
think that you were just making up the most fraudulent bullshit possible to have me
No,
watch
if
this movie.
I will take some pictures and videos, and I will show you all the Jamboree. Basically, it's a 2 day. It's a parade, and they have a parade tomorrow. They have a parade Saturday, and there's like a little. It's a carnival. If you remember last year, I was bitching about the price of games.
I know you're telling the truth because I've heard you say the title before, and it's
Yeah,
made me laugh
yeah,
before. But like I said, if I didn't know you were telling the truth, it sounds like the most made up thing possible.
yeah. I used to always have excuses not to do this, but we live we live so we live so close now. It's kind of tough, you know. It's kind of tough not to be able to go. So anyway, I'm gonna take tomorrow off, get the kids out there. We'll get a bracelet, and we'll ride some rides, man. My daughter loves riding those rides, so she should be tall enough to ride all of them this year, or close enough. I'll let her stand on my shoes. We'll figure it out. But she loves all the rides. The only one that scared her was the pirate ship. That's the only
I
one
love
that
the
scared
Pirates.
her. I do too. I'm like, oh, if you that the pirate ship scared you, you're going on kamikaze with me. That goes all the way around. But at least you're blocked in.
What is the comic? Because I mean, there's different names for like different rides. Is that the one that has like it's like a little like pendulum type thing, or like a little circular thing, and it just goes?
Yeah, there's two of
You
them.
can't see because I'm doing it off camera.
Right. There's two of them, and they go, and they, yeah, exactly. I just couldn't believe she liked the Gravitron so much. I'm not the biggest fan of the Gravitron at my age. I used to love the Gravitron, and then I got on there and like
Okay,
45
yeah.
years old, and I'm like, oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. All painful. Woke up with bones hurting that I didn't expect to hurt. But um, anyway, that's where I'll be this weekend. So I'm not going to be able to watch this weekend. I will be yamboreeing it up, folks. I'll have to deal with that fucking. I'm gonna have to deal with that parade on Saturday. God, we gotta get there so early.
I'm gonna do so at my own peril, but I keep losing you, so I'm going to try to refresh.
Uh-oh. All right, go for it, because I haven't heard any complaints from the chat. Let me make sure I got nothing
I'm
here
terribly
loaded up.
afraid that this is going to be a situation where it takes me 20 minutes to reconnect, but I'm going to try to be back on just a
All right,
second.
go for it. I'm gonna start talking about whoa. Well, I'm gonna start talking about releases. Not that kind of release, you bunch of pervs. Let me shut a few things down here in the background. I've got Copilot running for no reason. This for no reason, whatever that is. What is this? Web connector, don't need that running. All right, we can take a few of those things. I did have some things running in the background that I need to stop. So, all right, let's go ahead, see when Smart comes on back in here. Hopefully, he'll get back in here. In the meantime, what I will do is start talking about some of the releases that happened this week over at WWE. It was more NXT and Evolve people that got released, but we'll go ahead and get into it. So, this all started on October 10th. I mean, how many times have I told you guys? Everything happens the day after this fucking show. It always happens like this. We will be just fine. We'll do all the news we can. And the next thing you know, nothing. Um, and I got to tell you, Norab, I actually didn't have Ridge Holland on here. I don't know why, but he wasn't mentioned on this list at that. But his contract was not renewed while he was healing. So he's another one. There's actually there were 13 people. Him is for some reason I did not have him on this list of 12. But let's go ahead and go through this list. And like I said, this all started back on October 10th. And let's start with Draco Knox. Now, let's before I put a picture in here, let's try to get Smark in here if he's coming in. Yeah, let's try to get Smark in here. He's almost. Let me see when I can see his camera. There we go. There we go. I can see him. He can see me. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Hear me? Yes, yes.
Yes.
All right. I had a few things running in the background. I shut down. Maybe that'll help. So I need to remember to start doing that. I think my QuickBooks web connector might be taking up a little bit of steam.
Well,
So I'll turn that off.
That doesn't hurt, but I think part of it also is like, I don't know, because it wouldn't let me connect from the start. So I think maybe it was because I used a swear in my username, so I softened my stance on Mr. Aikman just a little bit. Fuck up. Fuck up.
That's very PC of you. That is very PC of you. I like that. I like that. So, all right. We were just about to start talking about Draco Knox, Mark. Now, I got to admit, I have not heard of some of these guys, but Smart, did you order Buddy Matthews off of Wish?
Sure did.
TV. Well, I'm sorry, but he was released. Draco Knox. I like I said, I'm sorry, folks. I have not heard of him. I guess according to this article from First Comic News, he was once seen as a powerhouse project in developmental. So hey, they had the best list. I don't know. They did.
I like how it's not even like a regular, like, Credible Wrestling news site. You got like the news of him getting released in like on a secondhand news site too.
Well, I mean, I got stuff here from Yahoo and a couple others here. I got some stuff from Times of India.
Times of India. Huh?
Yep, Wrestling Inc. I got another one from Yahoo Newsweek. I even got a Newsweek article up here. I mean, look at that. We got everything up here. But Draco Knox. Norab says the company has released a few people while injured. Very different from what they did in recent years. They used to do that 20 years ago. Test Billy Gunn. Correct. But, I mean, didn't they just do this with someone else in the last set of releases back in 2024?
I want to say yes.
I thought they did too, and I can't remember who it was. If you guys can remember, let me know. But listen, WWE, I put nothing past them. I've said before, nothing they can do surprises me. Nothing. So let them do what they do. I mean, if they kept him for another couple of months, then it would have been, oh my God, look at this. There it was. It was Carl Anderson. Thank you, NORAD. Fuck yeah, dude.
And maybe the goat with Gallows.
Well, I don't know. Did he have a goat gimmick? Was he coming out like Goat Boy?
That'd be kind of interesting. Just have him gnaw at the ring ropes for a while. I gotta be honest, I respect their hustle because, like, the fact that they haven't done anything of note in the last, like, 10 to 15 years and they still keep getting, like, jobs regularly. They got that Jeff Jarrett hustle, just always landing on your feet no matter what.
Very true. It is true. I can't deny that. I cannot deny that. So, yeah, I don't know, but I don't know if it was Luke. I thought Luke was just kind of waiting in the wings until Carl Anderson healed, but maybe it was the other way around. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, it's not like they've never done this before. Another one that was released on the first wave, the October 10th wave, was Gintala. Now, I hadn't heard much about Gintala, but here she is. Did not know much about her, and I still don't, but I do know she was released from the company. Now, she does have a martial arts background.
Too easy.
I guess you would figure that if you looked at her. I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Fastball down center plate. I'm just going to go ahead and not swing at it.
Well, it was not a joke at all. It's in the article. She confirmed her release on social media. She thanked her NXT family, and she will probably continue wrestling. But I'll tell you the truth. There's two that were gone on this date that I think shocked a lot of people. The next one, I can tell you, definitely shocked a lot of people. I'm sure everybody thought with his last name, there was no way he was a lock. He was going to be with the company forever. He was a lifer. That is Lance and what is it? Anoa'i? Is that how you say it?
Sure.
So, cousin of Roman Reigns, and he is part of the Samoan dynasties. Obviously, they thought he. I'm not saying he thought he was, but I'm sure a lot of people thought with that last name you were invincible. I'd be working dark matches and live events, and according to sources of this news site, it was an amicable split, and it was just a non-renewal of his contract. So there you go, man. I guess nobody's above the chopping block in WWE. Doesn't matter what your name is. I guess that's good to know. Is that good to know?
Moab says Gallows is awesome, a future Hall of Fame. Now, I will not argue with you that he's going to be in the Hall of Fame because it's sort of just a numbers game at this point, but he probably eventually will.
They'll run out of people eventually.
So apparently, Lance was injury prone and barely wrestled.
Well, that's probably true. That's probably true. Being injury prone is not a good thing to be in WWE, obviously. So go to the next one here. We have Stevie Turner. Now, Stevie Turner, very pretty girl. She called herself the Stream Queen. She's part of NXT UK. What?
Nikki Bella's gimmick, huh?
Oh my God! Basically, the Stream Queen, and but I guess that was part of her gimmick, is she would stream and do indie appearances, and that's what she's actually teasing right now. Is that she's going to be doing a lot more streaming and indie appearances. So
I feel like the name was right there. You call yourself the socialite. That makes it seem less like you're going to pee on somebody and more that you're involved in like social media influencer.
I don't know. I see an OnlyFans coming, folks. That's all I'm going to say.
A very specific one?
Hers.
Does it cater to a very specific demographic? So I'm trying to ask if you're calling yourself the Stream Queen.
Well, we'll see.
Out here peeing on Tony Atlas.
Little water sports. Kick him in the face and pee on him. Tony Atlas will love that shit.
And he's just fucking spitting pee all over the floor.
Why
You're nothing if not sophisticated.
Why did you do that? So, good luck to Stevie Turner out there. And to me, I have to be honest, this is another kind of shocking one that happened on that day. It was barely arrested. They put her in the Ava Rain role. Okay, I know what you're talking about there. That wasn't that, what was her name? Not Emily. My God, I already forgot her name. Jesus. Emma. Wasn't that Emma's gimmick? No, I know who Emma. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Ava Rain. I got you now. I'm telling you, man, I'm not with it. Haven't had a beer since Sunday. I don't know what's going on with me. No, I'm good. I'm good. Tomorrow. But this one was kind of shocking to a lot of people. It was Wesley that they have had a few things for him to do lately. Um, but he just he was the NXT North American champion just a little while ago, and a lot of people were surprised. But it's saying that there were some creative direction changes, and that was the reason for his departure. That was what WWE had cited. So I don't know if there was some arguments maybe backstage. I don't know. Um, can you see him reuniting with his partner? I believe his name was Nash Carter.
Potentially.
Now, I know he had some issues. Mr. Carter did. That was his name, right? Nash Carter. I know he did. He posted well, he didn't post a picture. A girl posted a picture of him dressed as a certain German dictator. And but how long ago was that? I mean, a lot of people are getting second chances, man. I think he deserves a second chance. I do. I don't know if he's been doing indies or not, but he should. He's got a partner back now in a little while, and I think they should get back together. What was their name? WSK?
Well, they were the Rascals for a minute there.
I think that's what they were in WWE. Weren't they something outside of there? Norab says he's going to TNA. Well, that's basically WWE's turf now too. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing him. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say they've been doing that a lot though. They'll fire somebody from like the main roster and then TNA will pick them up. Yeah, it's MSK. So you were right there.
I was there. Look at that. Fucking memory of a memory person.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So there you go, right there. I don't know. I'd like to see them do a few indies and then see if maybe they can build a little momentum and both of them end up in like an AEW. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but I would definitely see if maybe that could be rekindled, those two guys, and get them back out there. I think they were a great tag team, and maybe we can do it again. Nordum says leave the memories alone. Could do that too. Could do that. But all right. That was everybody from October 10th. So then on the 11th, on Saturday, we got a reprieve. Nobody was let go. Then on the 12th, they're like, oh no, fuck that. We got to let some people go. We gave y'all Saturday. Let's do this again. So they decided to release a few people from developmental and a few people from the NIL program. So the first one they released was Hayes Jameson. I got to admit, I have never heard of her, but the name is porn star. Mm-hmm. Hayes Jameson. What else would Hayes Jameson be besides a porn star or a wrestler?
Like one of Frank Zappa's children.
There you go. That would work too. But I got to admit, I don't know much about her. I don't think she ever did very much. But that was one right there. So Hayes Jameson released on that date. Also on that date was Summer Sorrell. She again she just appeared in a tag match just a little while ago, and another one that has been released from the company. She was in one of them that was on Evolve. So I guess now what happens is you go from Evolve to NXT to the main roster. But if they don't like you in Evolve, bye-bye. Obviously talented, great split there.
No, I've asked $1 million question. Why does the company come up with these names that guarantees that they won't be over?
I don't know, but I agree. Some of these names are just awful. I
They're
mean,
terrible.
I haven't even stopped with the bad names yet, folks. I have not even stopped with the bad names yet. I promise you. There's another one coming up. But anyway, she was also released, and then the third one released on that day was one of the guys that I believe was in the not the NIL program, and it was I think he was just on LFG with Bully Ray. That is BJ Ray. There you go. Right there, BJ Ray. Braden Ray was another name he was going by. Uh, Now they're saying WWE could possibly reevaluate him next year sometime, but I guess they said this was more his contract expired. Guess they're hoping he's going to go out, see if he can do anything on the indies, make a name for himself maybe, and reevaluate him. I'm sure Bully Ray will have something to do with that.
As we said, we already have a beach hero.
Yeah, I know him, and there's a bunch of pictures online of him and Bully Ray together. So I think Bully Ray was kind of on his side with his name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess Nash Carter is in TNA. He's under Zach Wentz. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
good. I'd like to see them reunite both in TNA then. I did not know that. I have not watched TNA in so long. So then we go to the 13th, and we get a few releases on that day too. We get Jamar Hampton. Now, if you don't remember, Jamar Hampton was, let's just say, a little outspoken when Hulk Hogan passed away, and we'll just leave it at that. I did have a few things to say about that. So
He has the rare distinction of having a name that doesn't totally fucking suck. He's the first one so far.
this is not, but this is actually not bad at all. Jamar Hampton's not a bad name at all, but the ring gear, that was his ring gear. There's nothing about it. It's just a pair of shorts.
Mm-hmm.
What a jacked as hell though, this fucking guy. I mean, he's got that fucking Cena body going.
He's got something already.
Oh, Smark. Um, anyway, I did not know much about this guy, but he's I guess they said he was one of the guys that was always doing a lot of strength training, which explains it. And he never debuted on TV, and they opted not to renew his developmental deal. Probably not progressing as much as as they wanted him to, and decided he was going to be bye bye. So this one has caused a little bit of a stir, and that's Kylie Ray. Only causing a stir because back on the 23rd, she vacated her ID Women's Championship. I didn't even know they had one. And also announced she was pregnant on the 23rd. So WWE said, later, pregnant chickie. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. So
Awesome Kong special.
exactly. But yeah, Kylie Ray. I mean, I kind of feel bad for her because she was, if you guys remember, she was in AEW and then she was out, and then I think she was in NXT. I think she had a few. I think she might have left because of some mental issues, if I remember.
You know, this kind of coincides pretty well with the whole rumor that Jericho is coming back. Let's just float that one out
Up. There you go. We've got more on the Jericho thing, which fuels the rumors. Mark, we're gonna fan the flames, is what we're gonna do. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah.
there. Fire, into the fire.
There you go. But yeah, so that's the little controversy with her, is that she was announced she was pregnant, and they're like, okay, well, look, why don't you have that baby and we'll talk later. Who knows, down the road, she's young, she may come back, but I don't know.
Like how they
Um,
market themselves as like a family company, and then it's like, oh, you're pregnant? Good luck finding a job, bitch.
well, hey, go start a family. Go start you a family. Go for it. Then we got two more bad names coming up here, folks. Then we have Zeta Steel. Zeta Steel. She was another one known for athleticism. But a lot of fans were disappointed in her in the IWC when she came out. But it looks like she's still fielding offers from AEW and TNA, according to her social media. So I guess we'll see where she ends up. I've never seen her. She was another one on Evolve.
I have.
I'm
She holds the
sorry,
rare
but
distinction of somebody I've actually seen wrestle before, but it's the first person on this list. She was in Marigold for a minute when they first started,
okay.
like last year.
Mhm. Is she good?
I mean, yeah, she's relatively speaking.
I hate to say, but I look at her body and I look at her beautiful girl, but AEW already has an Anna Jay.
Which, I mean, ironically, Zeta Steel is her name, like in Japan too. So that's her fault. That's not their fault if you don't like
Oh,
the name.
well, they actually let someone keep a fucking name. Imagine that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I guess we'll see where she ends up. She's definitely like I said, her athleticism was one of the reasons they brought her in. So
Yeah,
there you
it
go.
says that was her own name. Yeah,
They love the athletic chicks, don't they?
I think she'll
Don't
be
they?
fine out of all of the people on this list. I feel like she's the most likely to show up in any.
Well, I don't know. You don't see Zara Zaker appearing anywhere. She was on some of the NXT house shows and was considered one of the rising stars. And they kind of cited the same thing as Wesley, creative reassignment, as her reason for being let go. She is an Australian-born wrestler. So, hey, guess it's time to self-deport back to Australia without that working visa, huh? My God, it's horrible, horrible. No, we'll see what happens. If she can start doing indies, then we'll see what happens. But yeah, I have honestly, she was on the NXT house shows. I have never actually seen her in the ring, so I don't know much about her. But there you go. That was all 13 releases. That was the 12 pictures I had. And thank you, Norab, for reminding me of Ridge Holland, who was also released too. So WWE brought out the broom this week, man. Just swept a lot of people out.
I mean, I feel bad for Rich Holland a little bit because, like, back when we were working on NXT, that fucking injury was intense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one where he just stepped back and his knee just decided to say goodbye, or he caught someone.
Yeah, I believe he was catching somebody and he just fucking
Yeah.
his
Oh
leg
my
just
God.
exploded. Oof.
Yeah. I'm not pulling that up. Fuck that. No, 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 no. I'm not pulling that shit up. I don't like watching injuries like that. I don't even like watching people like crash on skateboards and shit. I'm like, oh no, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I hear you.
Uh-oh. Mark's dropping shit.
No, it's a dog. He's got a bone that he likes to carry, but he's not good at carrying it, so he keeps dropping it on the floor over and over again.
Carrying the bone. I understand. That's what you're calling it now. That's right. He was catching Oni Lorcan, carrying the bone. Got it. Norab's like our Jason Solomonster in here. Like the memory of a fucking god, a wrestling memory, like and no one else. And I fucking love it. Thank you, Norab. I don't care if you look it up. Don't let the aura go. Don't even tell me that. Stop. If you're typing, I'm looking it up. Don't do it.
At this point, essentially, he's just like an unpaid intern.
This is a
Like,
this is a big compliment to you, sir. Just let it go.
mm-hmm. So
Now,
he says some bums were happy he has no job because of the big knee injury he's had.
see, this is just where we are. People are happy. People get fired. People are happy. People lose jobs. People are happy when people are out of work on the street. It's just where we are now. I'm just starting not to, making me care less and less, I hate to tell you, about a lot of things. Just leave me in my small town to my house. I'm good. Just leave me alone. Let me go to Yamboree every now and then and ride some rides and fuck off. How's that? Okay.
And I understand being disappointed that he's not going to wrestle again, more than likely, but like, I don't really see the need to personally be up in arms about it.
Yeah. Now Rich Hollins was a elbow or shoulder injury? I forgot that he was out with.
You talking about when he tried to catch Buddy, or
No, I think he was when he was out. He's out this time with an injury and his
oh yeah,
contract
yeah.
didn't get renewed. I think it was a shoulder or an elbow, it was an arm injury. So
Don't recall because I'm not
I don't
super
either, and I'm sure
about those things.
Noreb's right now calculating exactly what it was, and he'll spit that out for us in a few minutes. But in the meantime, speaking of releases, it was a foot injury. Okay, it wasn't the arm. I apologize. Foot injury. Okay, well,
Liz Frank foot injury.
foot injury. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Noreb. Noreb got that too. So speaking of releases, we all know a little while ago, this gentleman was let go from WWE, and then 2 months later, almost 2 months to the date, decided to show up on AEW. So, oh wait, before we move on, we can go ahead and put that back up there. We can stay on that. Looks like Rich Holland had. Oh, I think we both keep pushing it. He broke his foot, the middle of the foot. Oh, the middle of the foot. The same one that AJ had last time. Okay. That feels. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I looked it up just before I noticed that he had sent it and said it was a Liz Frank injury, and I was like, I'm not a doctor, but I seem to remember football players getting that fairly often, and when they do, it's like a pretty big deal. So.
Yeah, that sounds awful. Any pain in the foot, not good. I mean, Jesus Christ, I turn my foot the wrong way and a pain goes through it, and I'm like, oh. I couldn't even imagine that kind of shit. But anyway, I digress back to Andrade. 2 months later, shows up on AEW programming. Now, there's a few reports going around. No one's really sure what's going on, but everyone's obviously wondering, okay, Andrade was on a couple weeks ago. Suddenly, he's barely been on AEW, and he's only been there for 3 weeks. But he wasn't on last week, wasn't on this week. And people are, especially Dave Meltzer, is speculating that WWE is enforcing their non-compete clause, preventing Andrade from appearing on AEW television. Exactly what Dave Meltzer said is, well, what I've been hearing was WWE sent a letter. AEW obviously believed that there was no non-compete, Meltzer said. We don't know that. There were people who talked to people in WWE. Oh, wait. There were people who talked to people in WWE who also believed there was no non-compete, but WWE apparently said that he can't do AEW for 90 days. So that would mean that he should not have shown up for 30 more days. Now, I will say a non-compete is getting harder and harder to enforce in the U.S. People have to work. People have to be able to make a living. If Tony Grand wants to, or if Tony Khan wants to spend 20, 30 grand on a lawyer, this can probably be done in a week. So it's really not that big of a deal. Last year in September, there was actually a bill that the House was going to put through to completely do away with non-compete contracts because they're kind of unconstitutional. So, but I think it was the FTC put a hold on it. And I don't know if it's come back up or not. I didn't look into it again. but non-competes are very hard to uphold in a court of law. So, like I said, if Tony Khan feels like spending a few grand to take his man to court, it can be done very quickly. CM Punk, I believe, got out of his when he left WWE. I think even Alberto Del Rio, as stupid as he is, got out of his too
Mm-hmm.
when he left WWE. So it can be done, and Tony Khan's got the money to do it if he wants to put it behind Andrade. That's up to him. So I guess we will see what happens with that. I guess we'll know it's over when we see Andrade back on AEW programming. Now, he's not on the page. He's not on the roster page yet. So AEW is probably trying to be a little careful with that, and I don't blame them. So there you go with that. Now, I think we all know WWE was over there in Australia this weekend, or this week, or last week, actually. Not this weekend, last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And they were over there, over in Perth, and basically, CM Punk is, once again, we've been hearing this a lot more lately about wrestlers telling fans that they need to kind of back off at airports. Rhea Ripley has said it. Asuka has said it. I think Io Sky was another one who said it. Now CM Punk is saying. He says, this was an Instagram post he put up. We unfortunately have to have this conversation again. Do not turn up at airports. Do not show up at hotels. I cannot believe I have to say this. Do not follow people, all caps. You've repeatedly been politely told no. Respect it. You are not a fan. You are a stalker and will be treated as such. Respect the boundaries. Stop harassing people. I know Norab. He thinks it was Bill Bahati, whatever that guy's name is.
Big fan.
You think it was?
Says he's
I
good
don't know.
for doing this. So maybe.
I don't know. Now, I think we all know I don't always see eye to eye with Mr. Punk, but I agree with him here.
Uh-oh.
I do.
According to Hugsy and Team, Billy went to Logan Paul's hotel a while back and tried to get Logan to sign empty bottles of. I don't know why them being empty is particularly amusing.
What the? Yeah, let's put those online. Empty. My God. Anyway, but I do agree with Punk on this. Obviously, it's weird that it's happening more and more. I mean, I guess we can go back to, the Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville thing. I mean, it's like people are getting more brazen with their actions. I don't know if it's the internet. I don't know if it's the entitlement of people getting worse. But I just find it very disturbing that suddenly people are just kind of going after these wrestlers, following them in places they really shouldn't. I understand being at an airport and seeing CM Punk, but oh my God!
So apparently he uses his son to try to get autographs from these guys, and the cans are found from recycling. So he didn't even buy the prime cans or bottles, I guess.
This is worse. This is
They
even
have
worse.
cans and bottles, so I don't know.
Oh, of course they do. Of course they do. I've never seen a can of Prime. I don't think.
Never seen them.
I don't think. No, I have not ever seen a can of Prime. I've only seen not in stores here. That doesn't mean. My God, I'm in fucking bumfuck East Texas.
Well, they have the energy drinks, and then they also have like the hydration drinks, which are the water bottles, period bottles.
Yeah, bottles. I don't look at the energy drinks anymore. That's probably why I haven't seen them. I just kind of pass right by them and go to the beer. Or water or beer. sometimes a Gatorade. If I'm feeling like I need some electrolytes and stuff. So, yeah. I don't know.
Which even
Spark, I
that is
mean,
kind of bullshit because if you just put like some salt, a little bit of salt in your water, you'd be okay.
yeah, salt is good when you're dehydrated. Peanut butter is good when you're dehydrated too. So I don't know, Mark. What do you think there? I mean, do you not do you find it as weird and disturbing that it's like in the past 2 to 3 years we've had more incidents of this weird stalking type behavior?
I mean, it's weird, but it's not necessarily surprising. I mean, that's just kind of where we are. Because I mean, nowadays more than ever, the whole parasocial relationship element of it all. The more that we rely on social media, the more that we have just various platforms where you have some level of access to a celebrity or a person of importance to some degree, the more likely you are to get stalkers. I think also maybe potentially now that the ticket prices cost fucking an arm and a leg and your firstborn child, see going to a hotel or going to an airport's the only place where some people are likely to see these guys anymore. So it's like that probably doesn't help matters either. Not that that justifies their actions, but
Yeah, and we're going to get into some ticket prices a little bit later. Actually, I thought I had more on the ticket prices, but I don't know where it went. I will look in my history real quick and see if I can pull that some bitch up. Um, I'm sure I can. Give me a second here, and I will do that. But yeah, it just seems like lately we've had a lot of instances of this going on. So I don't know, man. It's always been strange to me. So I'm just looking for something real quick here.
no.
Real quick, and I will find it because I will find the motherfucker. That was fine. I will.
Hmm.
I will.
Appreciate the determination.
Yeah, here I got it. I'm about to have it. There we go. That's the one I was looking for.
Music.
I got it now. I got it now. No, we don't need any of that.
All right.
All right, I found it. Anyway, let's go ahead now and go into now, Smart. This is something that you said you knew about.
Well,
I did not because I don't really go on social media that much, except Facebook because I'm old and used to it. And this is pretty cool what they're doing here now. It's Ruby Soho and Angelo Parker. I'm kind of assuming that they may not be coming back to wrestling. It'll be a while before they do. They are opening up a wrestling themed gaming cafe. Now, you may be thinking, oh, they're opening up a little video game. No, board games. This is all board games. This is actually pretty cool to do, man. I mean, we have like family game night and stuff here. We play board games every now and then. We haven't done it in a while, but I think this is a pretty cool thing to do. Get people together, get them actually playing a game that's not on a computer, and kind of unplug a little bit. I think this is a really cool idea. No, you don't think so?
fucking nerds. Here with the Dungeons and Dragons and your Risk and your Monopoly and your Party
hell
Cheats
yeah.
and Trivial
Hell yeah.
Pursuit.
I love it. It's gonna be called Victory Roll. It's gonna be in oh boy, Mishawaka, Indiana.
Probably.
Close enough. Close enough. It was actually opening today. Was opening day. So, and they're gonna have cool little wrestling themes. Like they're gonna have some Stone Cold Brew there, and other things like that. So they're gonna have a lot of wrestling themed stuff. And it's just gonna be. I think this is a great idea. I hope they do fucking amazing with this place.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, just get drunk, play a game, and then drive home. Fuck yeah, who doesn't love that shit?
I'm not sure you're allowed to get drunk there. I don't know if they actually serve alcohol, but
They just said Stone Cold Brew. I don't. I guess
cold
it could.
brew, like coffee.
One. It says one drink available is a Stone Cold Brew named after Stone Cold Steve Austin. Their logo has a luchador mask. I don't know if there's alcohol or not. If it's a coffee shop, how fucking boring.
See, you're on board until it was coffee.
I guess you could bring your own water. Might be BYOB. You never know.
I mean, as long as you're not being an asshole, I feel like most places can become BYOB.
Doesn't say. It doesn't say if there's alcohol, if there's no alcohol. It says it's for all ages, so I'm assuming probably not. But then again, Chuck E. Cheese has fucking beer. What the hell? I don't know what to do.
You fight people in the ball pit.
I mean, if Chuck E. Cheese has alcohol, anybody can have alcohol, right?
Norex's is going to end up on Bar Rescue, Restaurant Impossible, or Kitchen Nightmares. Just kidding. It'll be the best for them.
I was gonna catch up on Bar Rescue, and then I realized they're on like season 29. And I'm like, yep, I'll just watch some clips on YouTube, like I've been doing. I did not know that show had gone so fucking long. Does
Oh shit! Sorry. Does this coffee shop have the same rules as Hogan's Bar? No, I feel like this actually is the antithesis of the Hogan's Bar. I feel like if you have do-rags and Timberlands, you're allowed in. I just feel like it won't attract the type of people who are interested in wearing do-rags and Timberlands.
I'm going to say one more fucking time. Timberlands are comfortable as fuck for a boot. I love them. So fuck off with Timberlands.
I feel like it's actually a pretty elegant solution now that I think about it. Like if you're actually being racist instead of just putting a fucking dress code in that bans anything that black people may wear, you just make it like fucking, you just add board games and like craft beer and just like, we're not going to get down with this nerdy shit.
You're pretty much deterring the correct, what you're looking for.
Play Billy Joel on a lute, they won't show up.
Oh, it depends on that. Now, wait. Now, what Billy Joel songs are we talking about here?
I have to imagine that an overwhelming majority of black people, I obviously do not speak for the black community, but I just can't imagine that the majority of black people, the majority of anyone,
I mean, you got
to get down with Billy Joel.
You got Leave a Tender Moment Alone. You got Pressure. That's a good one. You got Piano Man. You got to play Piano Man. Not everybody sings along with Piano Man. You pretend you're in a piano bar.
Yes, the black community loves the song Piano Man.
Oh man, every time I do love hearing that song at a piano bar. I really do. I love piano bars. They're fun. They are fun. So, as I said earlier, Smark, as we were going to fan the flames of the old Jericho possibly returning to WWE, and I still do not think that he's doing it. I still say he's going to stay with AEW. He's already announcing for next year in November is Jericho Cruise for 2026. That's going to happen it says it's going to happen in November.
Mm-hmm.
He's already announcing it and already has some talent announced for the show.
Which, by the by, I feel like talent is stretching that term as thin as it possibly can.
Okay, people, wrestlers. It's November 7 through 11. It's going to be of 2026. There's Jericho holding a trident, not the gum.
Well, you don't know what's in his other hand. It's kind of in his pocket.
He could have gum in his pocket. He could have trident in his pocket. Definitely could. Mm-hmm. So the first group of guests, they call them guests. Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Has already been revealed. And it is current TNA and NXT Tag Team Champion Jeff Hardy. It looks like his band is going to be performing.
Whereas this Hugsy is going. I believe he's like listed second on the billing.
No, that would be Soraya,
Well,
formerly Paige.
easy mistake.
She will be also doing music and or actually, I'm sorry, doing
Dear
her,
God.
no, I lied, doing her podcast, Rule Breakers podcast during the trip. So that'll be happening. The Great Muta, fuck yeah, will also join this cruise, as well as as well as we're going to get Bully Ray and Dave LaGreca and Nick Nemeth. We're going to get Ted DiBiase, Buff Bagwell, Marcus Blackwell, Fred Ottman, Tugboat Typhoon. That'll be cool.
Come
Shockmaster.
get scammed by Ted DiBiase.
There you go. And we're also going to have Carlito, Indy Hartwell, Shotzi Blackheart, and Elena Black, formerly Cora Jade, the sorceress of the sea, she's being billed as. So this is just fanning those flames of people saying that he is not going back to AEW. Did I say Nuda? I thought I said the Great Muta.
I'll tell you who the Great Nuta is. It's the name of our show. It's a show title. Thank you. It's easy work.
Hold on, let me write that down.
Bubba Ray ill. He looks like he stinks. You're not wrong.
Did I say the Great Nuta?
I don't know. I want to go back and like. I wish I could rewind.
I wish I could too. But I have now put it as the title.
I'll be honest. I lost you. Like you lost me for a good 5 minutes after you implied that Paige would be singing. For some reason, that just fucking tickled me in a way that I hadn't anticipated.
But she's not. It's her podcast she's doing. But yeah, so the fact that there is no current AEW talent is fanning the flames. Now, what I would say is this thing is a fucking year out, and he doesn't want to book anyone who might actually be working during those dates. Packers fan, it's free. It is free. You have to. It's free.
You would like to know how much do I have to pay to not go on the cruise?
It's the first thing in life that is free. Not going on this cruise. It's totally free. Okay.
From what I understand, they actually just select you at random, like jury duty. You don't get a choice. You have to go on the cruise.
Well, I don't think I've signed up, so I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I live out here in the country. I can just say it. Yeah, I didn't get it. A dog ate it. Yeah, blew into my chicken cage.
Counts as community service to attend the cruise.
There you go. There you go. All kinds of shit. So there you go. I do not know if Baron Luke Gallows or Jinder will be on the boat. Norab, I have no clue. You can ask Jericho. But I would assume he's just got a few names booked for now who are not planning on doing anything until November 7th to 11th of 2026.
I can say without any sense of irony, I would much rather have like a 5-minute conversation with Baron Corbin than spend an hour listening to Paige's podcast.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think she'd have some good stories.
Now, when you were having group sex, was that rumor or innuendo? Or did that actually happen? I'm just kidding. I saw it. But...
I saw the group, and I saw you fucking. So that was group sex. No innuendo. Well, something did go in your endo. Okay. That was Alberto Del Rio in your endo.
It's number 2 in my top 3 favorite movies list. The first one is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Then it's You Getting Fucked. And then it's Cannonball Run, of course. Love that movie.
Right. Along with Urban Cowboy. Love watching John Travolta ride that bull. Oh my God.
Not that it has anything to do with anything you just said, but I just pictured Conrad watching Frozen and crying, and it made me laugh.
Never seen it, so I don't know.
See, it's about emotional trauma. You have to learn to let it go. Kind of like my waistline. I let that go years ago, so the Chuno says, damn, ICE is getting out of control. This is a humane punishment.
That it was, I think that's what Mick Foley had said.
The cruise is going straight to Alcatraz.
The cruise is going straight. They're not going to get through that fucking the Everglades in that boat. I'll tell you right now.
You fucking tricked the luchadors into performing on the show. It's like,
It
"Yep,
is
we're going to
sh-
Alcatraz. Gotcha.
It is shallow water. That they're gonna have to get them on a fucking on a dinghy or something.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I did read Mick Foley's statement, and he is entitled to his opinion. I don't know what else to say. He can
As
say
we
what
were
he wants.
discussing, as we were discussing Kylie Ray earlier, this is not the first time Jericho's forced somebody onto a dinghy.
Oh,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Allegedly.
It was good. It was good. I like that, Smark. I like that. But yeah, hey, you never know. Ice could be on that cruise looking for the Great Nuta.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. So
That
we
would
said
fucking rule, like Naked Minion, but it's fucking Naked Muda. The Great Muda.
that would be kind of cool.
You think he could like work it so that like it's the mist comes out of a certain other area instead of his mouth?
I mean, it might take a while, but I'm sure it could.
That'd fucking rule.
I guess you could drink some food dye or something and see what happens. I don't know. It would just take a few minutes to get going.
Well, I mean, that's what Paige is for. You've seen her work.
A few fluffers backstage. Okay. Okay, go. All right, let's do this, folks. Paul Walter Hauser, who I actually talked about a few weeks ago when I was talking about the Naked Gun movie. He's in the new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. Well, we all know he's also a big wrestling fan and does some wrestling. He was on on an appearance with TMZ Sports Inside the Ring, and he was asked about WWE's ticket prices and their corporate shareholders and all that stuff. And this is what he said. He said, times are tougher than they used to be, but the prices are going up. There's no real humanity from a corporate perspective. Whereas you can go to an AEW show or an MLW show for $15 to $40 and have a decent seat, Hauser said. To me, that's like Mr. Potter from It's a Wonderful Life. You're getting greedy and ugly. You're being ugly by doing that. I understand. We have stockholders, shareholders. Be a real person, you dick. Like, be a real person. Do something. And he kept going. And he gave an example of how Netflix could afford to make $2 billion less than what they actually make if they gave a coupon to military families so they can access the service for 30% less. I don't disagree with that.
Sure.
But he does believe that companies like Netflix won't do anything because they don't care about common people. And he's right. The last quote he has is, it's good for shareholders. It's good for Cody Rhodes, who's only going to be making more and more money, you know. And by the way, he deserves it. He's killing it. But I'm saying...
Yeah, I mean, you lost me, kid.
I'm sorry. But I'm saying, like, you're not going to hear the roster speak out in favor of the people because they're benefiting from it as well. That's true, but, I mean, WWE is taking the UFC model, and that's what they do. They charge more, which is why 90% of who you see at a UFC event is rich, beautiful-looking people or celebrities. That's exactly why. And you know, it WrestleMania 42 ticket prices just came out, Smark.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear these, or do you? I mean, you might get sick.
As a quick aside, I do think it's funny that the juxtaposition of this story was like set against me seeing a tweet earlier that was Nick Khan saying that he believes fans will come out to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania. It's like, well, you're just proving the man's point.
I mean, number one, no one's going to want to take that. I mean, certain people may take that flight, but you're at a risk going there. You may not come back. I'm sorry, but you may not. You fuck up, you get a little too drunky or something, you're not coming back.
They end up holding the fucking green T-shirt guy.
Yeah, I mean, you get a little too drunk, you end up making fun, saying something stupid, doing something, you know, kissing a dude. You're fucked. You're dead.
Mm-hmm.
You're dead. But anyway, um, WrestleMania 42 ticket prices coming up, and let's just do this. So, Smark, if you want to go, let's say you want to go to the nosebleed section, 400 section, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out there in Vegas, you go up to the $400, the 400 section. You're paying $854.15. If you want to
Why
move up,
not?
wow, right? That's like the minimum ticket. I mean, a
Mhm.
day of, you can probably get them a little cheaper, but if you want to risk it, 300 section, if you want to move up a level, you're looking at $1,174.80 just to stick that 80 cents to you. Now, if you want to go 200 level, it ranges from that 1174.80 and goes all the way up to 1303.54. That's 200 level. And if you want to be in the 100 level right before you're getting on the floor, you're looking at either the 1174.80, 1304, or 1495, 1495, depending on what little obstructions are in your way. So now we're going down and we're still not even on the floor. We're at like R101, which is like just above the floor. $2,200.75. Oh. Now, section B on the floor, second floor row, $3,868. And if you want to be on the floor, $8,998. I know Saturday's a drive country. That was the joke of it, NORAD.
Terrible.
I know. Scary. But there you go. That is just the floor seats. That is not including the ticket, the prices for the suites. You ready?
Sure.
If you want a corner suite that comes with 18 tickets, you are looking at $22,000. Or I'm sorry, 18 tickets are available. The traditional suite, 26 tickets are available, $38,000. The club suite is 12 seats plus an open bar. So if you get a few guys in there that can drink $26,500 worth of liquor, you made your money back.
I give it my best shot.
There, I'm sure you could, Smart. You know what? I'll help you.
Dude, it's Johnny Walker Blue on black all fucking night long.
Ooh, you make it Johnny Walker Blue. I'm with you. That's the only whiskey I like.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The owner's suite, which is all inclusive, 26 tickets, $52,500. That is some serious coin to go see WrestleMania 42, man. That is some real fucking money. I mean, who's going to want to spend that? Who would want to? Okay, I know the tickets are not going to be that much more or are not going to be this expensive when they are in Saudi, but that's not the point. It's still going to be a ridiculous flight, and who knows? Let's face it, who knows what's going to be happening at that time? So I don't know, but that's some serious money if you want to go to WrestleMania 42 out there in Vegas, folks.
There is nothing that they could do in terms of match quality that would make it worth. There is nothing that they could do in terms of experience that would make it worth it for me. If I had that, even if I had that money to just throw away on shit like that, I would not.
No, why would you? I mean, there's no reason. I mean, again, it's it's a long flight over. You're in another country, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm sure they will get some fans over there. But I don't know what they're. I mean, what are they going to? We'll have to see. We will
Apparently,
have to see.
Billy Body is doing it to prove that he is better than his critics and can afford. Well, he's going to be fucking cashing out on those autographed bottles of Prime that he stole from
There you
the
go. Oh
fucking
my
restaurants.
lord, Smart. We have John McCain in here. A lot of money.
Ooh,
John
I
McCain
like
showed up in the chat.
I like the name. I see what you did there. Good job.
There you go. I like it. So, Smart, let's get into some good news here.
Mm-hmm.
I know you might be surprised that I even chose this article, but I did. This all happened today, and I thought I would go ahead and pick and get this article out there. If you live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, then you have now had a stretch of bridge that is now named the Stu Hart Memorial Bridge. There you go. Pretty awesome. Calgary honored Stu Hart today by naming a bridge after him. Brett was actually there and said a few things. He said, when I think of my dad, I think of someone that's very strong, solid, and sturdy as a rock. In a lot of ways, it's very symbolic for my father to be honored with a bridge because he was a bridge in many ways to so many people and so many things from wrestling to his roots in Canada. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The bridge is a short distance from the Hart House. And there you go, which is where the dungeon is. And it's right there. So there you go. That's pretty fucking cool, man.
So, the first thing that comes to my mind: how
Okay.
long until how long until Teddy Hart themselves off the bridge?
6 weeks.
Hmm. I feel like the over under is set at a month, so you're taking the over on that. I'm going to
I'll
take
take
the
the over. I'll take the over. He has to get to Canada. I mean,
over. True.
sure, there's going to be some passport issues there. That's all I'm saying.
I give Bret Hart all the credit in the world for actually staying on topic during that entire speech. Because I was expecting it to fucking go off the rails at any point. Just like when I think about my dad, I think about how much I fucking hate Triple H. That son of a bitch, he screwed me.
By the way, have I mentioned Bill Goldberg's a piece of shit? Bill Goldberg's a piece of shit. Anyway, my dad
My
was like a
dad is a
rock.
bridge. Bill Goldberg is like an overpass.
That's
Just
right.
a
My dad was
dark
like a rock.
tunnel.
Daddy was like a rock, folks.
Like, so
Like a rock.
he's a Chevy? He's a fucking Tahoe? Your dad's a Tahoe?
As strong as I can be. Like a rock. I cannot sing, and I certainly can't do Bob Seger.
That's the song that Paige is going to be singing on the Jericho cruise.
No, that would be like a cock. Okay.
Like a cock. Oh, like a cock.
Like a cock. Whoa. It's as solid as a cock. Oh, like a cock. Oh, God. Brett would be so disappointed in us right now if he heard the segment we led into this picture up here.
And we will, because I'm going to be sending it to him.
Brett, awesome for you. Awesome for your dad. Rest in peace, Stu Hart. You now have a bridge named after you. Everyone will remember you. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and take this picture down before he tries to sue us for something. But I thought that was a pretty cool article. Now, Smart, we had AEW last night, which was technically a block of AEW / Collision.
Mm-hmm.
I watched. It was pretty much a prelude to Wrestle Dream.
Well, I watched the first 2 hours because we don't review Collision. So once it switched to Collision, I just went ahead and tabbed off.
Oh, I watched all 2 hours and 48 minutes.
No, I'm
But anyway,
saw the whole show.
Anyway,
John McCain says you could have called it the suspension dungeon.
We could have.
Hmm?
We could have. That would have been good. That would have been nice. We could have made a song. Suspension Dungeon and Dragons.
That just makes me think more of like Dungeons and Dragons, but with like an S&M kind of spin to it.
A lot of those kids probably ended up in S&M.
Perhaps.
I think those are your goth, like, those ended up being your, like, older goth adults.
Mm.
Yeah, which is fine. There ain't nothing wrong with the goth thing. I like the goth thing.
For sure.
But I think it would be sufficient if we just went into the 12 matches from Wrestle Dream.
Sure.
And did some predictions. What do you think? And then wrap this bad boy up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's do that. I did this the easy way again. I just took pictures. Let's see if there's a better way for us to be in here. I think that'll work. That'll work for us. I can see it a little better now. So we have, I mean, pretty much even Collision. Kind of, it wasn't the greatest episode of Dynamite. There was a few matches on it, but most of it, I mean, we got to see the rest in the ring, but most of it was a prelude to this pay-per-view coming up, Wrestle Dream. So that's why I figured we would just get into it. There was a great beginning segment, though, with Tony Storm and Chris Statlander. 12, why not 13? Oh, I don't know. Why not 14? You know what? Mr. McCain, please don't say that because Tony might take it as a fucking challenge and add a match tomorrow. Calm
you
down.
Know.
You never know. He could just be like, oh, really, sir? I can make it 13.
That's
and
a good
you're
point.
right.
True North says if Cheese would wrap things up more, he'd have less kids.
Yeah, but he's having a good time.
Apparently.
He's having a good time. So let's start with this little pre-show here, folks, which seems to be 4 matches. And when I read you the matches, you'll be like, yep, that makes sense to be on the pre-show. We have FTR, which is Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood, obviously, with Stokely going up against Jet Speed. Jet Speed was over there on, I don't remember if it was, I think it was Collision. They had Willow Nightingale with them back there, and there was a bunch of people back there, but it's with Speedball and Kevin Knight. So there we go. Just a tag team match. Nothing, no stipulation, nothing. FTR versus Jet Speed on the pre-show. Match number 1. Smark, what is it? Who wins? Who wins? Who wins?
I mean, you can pretty much always count on Jet Speed to lose for some reason, so Jet Speed's going to lose again because what happens.
But that might mean they're due a win, especially on a pre-show for a pay-per-view with no stipulation.
Yeah, but they were like victorious or stood victorious. They got the better of FTR on that little segment on Dynamite Collision, whichever it was.
Yeah, you got a point there. I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Jet Speed here. Yeah, John McCain, FTR is falling at some hard times. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you about hard time, baby. Hard times is when you headlining AEW shows and then you end up on the pre-show. That's hard times, baby. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you, but it's been funky than a monkey up in here, baby. Woo!
Next thing you know, you're wrestling Big Boom AJ.
And looking up at the lights. You got Big Justice coming up and making you bumping for Big Justice. That's hard times, baby. Let me tell you something.
Putting you through a table, and he's not even shaking your hand in catering.
I thought you'd take that chicken, bitch. Okay. I thought you.
You know, at some point, one of the WWE celebrities is going to show up in AEW, and that's what I'm looking for. Like, when Jelly Roll jumps ship, it's going to fucking create some waves, let me tell you.
He's going to jump in a pool? He's going to jump in a pool or something? What waves?
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to say, Smart?
He's going to be in the Jericho cruise.
He's going to be on the Jericho cruise. He's going to jump off the ship. You said he was going to jump ship, Smart. You said he was going to jump ship. Now he's going to be on the cruise. I think you're implying something here.
I picked the only person who can't to jump. Sad times.
Hot
Please
times,
don't jump.
baby. It's hot times, baby, when you jumping off the Jericho cruise. I'm telling you now. When you jump and skip off the Jericho cruise, baby, it's hard times. I'm telling you now. Who's got the dinghy? Okay.
You gotta pay extra for the seat belt extender. That's just, it's a sad times, let me tell you. There is
I left my wallet in the room, baby. That's hard times too. Okay.
I wish I could remember. It's very easy to find, but there's like 3 or 4 different videos now of Johnny Storm. He was a TNA wrestler. Of he like followed wrestlers around when he was a kid at the hotel, like in the early to mid '90s, and like he was a kid. He was like a teenager, so like there was nothing like creepy or weird about it. It was just a kid following wrestlers around that he liked and like talking to them with because he had like the fucking old school camcorder, and he talks to Road Dogg for like 20 minutes, and like half the time is Road Dogg just talking about how much of a fat piece of shit Dusty is and how much he hates him. It's just like it's on YouTube. If you type in like
No, I don't want to see that shit. I'll get fucking pissed off. Fuck that. I love Dusty.
well, I mean, this is obviously before he passed, so it was like different circumstances. But
Oh,
he
I'm
was
sure he
interested.
went and apologized for his asshole-ish behavior.
Well, he also it made me laugh because he also said that like Vader sucks because like Vader Vader did a good moonsault, but then he fucked it up for everybody else who did moonsaults because specifically he said he fucked it up for Shawn Michaels. And I was like, I wanted to agree with him, but the more I thought about it, I was like, you fucked it up for the person who is the best wrestler on that roster. No, you did not. Shut the fuck up.
No.
Like Shawn Michaels was having no hard time being able to put on a good match, whether Vader did moonsault or not. He was fucking summing it out and putting on great matches anyway. So
Yeah,
Vader was not
exactly.
affecting him.
Exactly. That's pretty stupid. But it's just Road Dogg talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Eddie Kingston Hook versus to be announced. I don't think this match got announced that I know of.
No, they did announce it. They announced it on the show. They didn't announce the opponents, but you had Hook and Eddie Kingston cutting a promo where they didn't know what the show was called that they were on. So that was pretty fun.
Right. So I'm just going to go with Eddie Kingston and Hook to win. What about you?
Yeah, probably.
I agree. Yeah, that's right, McCain. You tell him. You tell him. That's right. You stop hating on Dusty. Yeah, Road Dogg, stop hating on Dusty. Don't do that. Don't do that. That ain't nice. That ain't nice. That ain't nice. So now we got Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale against, they're calling themselves Divine Vanity. Megan Bain and Penelope Ford. Megan Bain was on Dynamite asking people to bow down to her.
Did you realize that she had, because this is, I think, the first time I've ever heard her cut a promo. She's kind of got a bit of the China voice going on, / Nicole Bass voice going on.
I didn't notice that.
Little bit of a husky voice.
Didn't notice, but I'm going to go with Harley and Willow to win this match. I think they're due.
Yeah, I'll say Harley because I mean they had Harley almost beat her on the collision last night, so give them one this time.
Yeah, there you go. So now on the pre-show, we have Roderick Strong and the Conglomeration. So it's going to be him with Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Ishii versus the Death Rider. It's going to be Claudio, Wheeler, Garcia, and Pac.
Chad McCain says Penelope is here to take the fall. Correct, Mundo. Rap says Dewdrop. I'm not sure what that is in relation
to. I'm going with the Death Riders to win this match. I want the Death Riders to win this match.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I'm going Death Riders on this one, folks. So there we go. We are done with the pre-shows, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. So it turns out it's only an 8-match show, and here we go. Does Roderick join them? Oh my God, I will start despising the Death Riders, Norab, if that happens. Please don't make them any worse than they are.
Oh, okay, he says they're due, so Dewdrop. I got you.
Ah, a Dewdrop. Oh, a Dewdrop. Dewdrop.
Yeah, it's an R. Kelly thing.
All right, he's got FTR winning, Eddie and okay, we said that, and he's got the heel women winning the other match.
It's possible.
There you go. All right. Yes, I am going to Darby versus Moxley. Darby wins. Now it's an I Quit match, which I think favors Darby Allin. And I do agree with that. I think Darby Allin will be taking this victory. There's no title on the line. There's nothing. Moxley can lose this match and lose nothing by losing it, is what I'm saying. That did not make a lot of sense, but you get my drift.
Right. Yeah, no, I think Darby's going to win too. What did you think of the conjugal visit promo that they had last night? Where it was like they had the fucking bulletproof glass or whatever between them. And you had like Darby sits down, Moxley sits down, and he's talking to him like they're in fucking prison. He didn't do hit him with the cable guy and go, oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy. That would have been pretty great.
That would have been fucking awesome. He might have done it after the cameras went off. I can see him doing it.
Yeah. It seems like it'd be hard for him to fight the urge to not do that.
It was all right. It really was. It was pretty good. I liked what Darby was saying. Darby got a little dark there as usual. And John McCain said it's time for this feud to end. I think the only way this feud ends is with Darby winning. I know Roger doesn't like the other Kyle friends. I just don't want him to join. They just got Daniel Garcia. We do not need another member of this fucking group.
John McCain says he likes the face of it. I mean, to be fair, like jokes aside about the cable guy, I did like that. It was like a unique way to frame all that.
It was.
And then they had the fucking Pac jumped him, so you see like the blood on the glass, and he's just like fucking got his face pressed up against it and shit.
That worked out really good. All the blood going up against the plexi there.
That's cool shit.
It was pretty cool. It was. Now, Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe. Oh, I'm sorry, Darby Allin, John Moxley. Smark, you didn't pick, did you?
Yeah, I think I picked Darby. I don't know if I said that out loud, but I'm picking Darby.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't hear it, and I moved on to the other match. I apologize. Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe. This is for the AEW World Championship. I would like Joe to win it. I don't see it happening. I think Hangman's going to do something crazy to pull out a win here. I could even see maybe one of the ops coming down and not trying to help Joe, and it doesn't work. Maybe we start seeing the ops break up, possibly. But I see Page keeping the title for right now.
I would like to know what was the conjugal visit. Maybe I need to watch AEW.
Maybe. And I know Roderick's wife is with them, but God, I am not a Roderick Strong fan. I'm just not. Never have been. But I got Hangman keeping this, keeping the title here, the World Championship. Smark, what say you, sir?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'd like to see Joe win, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's too soon into Page's run.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Joe win. I mean, listen, if Joe wins, I'll be just fine with it, but I don't see it happening right now. I think Page is having a fine run with the title. There's no reason to take it off of him. So we'll see what happens here. So both of us got Hangman. So we go to the next match. We got Chris Statlander coming in as the champion versus timeless Tony Storm. This is a Women's World Championship match. Norab's picking Joe. Mm-hmm. All right. You can. That's fine.
I will say it seems like every pay-per-view they have at least one sort of surprise win or at least one title change. I mean, anything is possible.
It could be. It could be this match. It could be this Chris Statlander timeless Tony Storm match. Honestly, I think this could be. I think the title could go back to Tony Storm right here. That quickly, yes.
It's possible. I think it's a more interesting story if she doesn't win. It's like, how do you move on from that? But
I'm going with timeless. I'm going with Tony Storm to take the title back here. I don't think this was meant to be a long run. But I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm going to go with Chris Statlander.
Okay. So we have a $500,000 cash prize. They are still using the storyline when the Young Bucks are in matches that they're using their salary from when they were CEOs or CEO, whatever they were. I'm sorry, executive VPs when they were EVPs uh, to spend on these matches. Plus, the Young Bucks were begging Tony Khan for a money match. So this is Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks for $500,000. I do not see the Young Bucks winning this match. Continuing the Broke Buck storyline, I got Jurassic Express taking this just for that reason.
As do I, but you just said CEO, and we were talking about the potential of them adding another match. You know, who's missing from this card?
Thank God.
There's no Mercedes.
Uh-oh. It could be 13. Oh, man. Y'all are jinxing us here.
Mm-hmm.
It could be. It could be. But, yeah, I got Jurassic Express because I think it's going to continue the Broke Buck storyline. I think this is going to go for a while longer.
Same.
Cool. Yeah, I think this Broke Buck storyline goes minimum the end of this year, might even go into some of next year. I know it ain't the best, but I like it. I think it's funny. I think this is the best I've ever seen the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I tried to go for the button there and I couldn't hit it. I apologize, folks. That was almost right in the mic. Hope I didn't blow anyone's ears out. Now we got Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe. Singles matches for the AEW TNT Championship. Kyle Fletcher's the champion right now. I would love Mark Briscoe to take that title, but I definitely see someone coming down from the Callis family and costing Mark Briscoe that championship win. So I got Fletcher taking this by hook or by crook.
That's the thing. It's like if he loses to move him up the card, and they already did Fletcher versus Hangman, like the last pay per view, I think it was.
Right.
So it's like I don't think you go right back to that well. So I think that Fletcher's going to end up winning. They marketed this as the fifth match in like their best of five, which is interesting because like I feel like this is the first they've made mention of it being like a best of five situation. Because they're like, oh, they're 9-2 up 2-2 on the best of five. It's like what fucking best of five? You hadn't advertised that prior to this.
They had to find a way. There's a rubber match coming up here. Oh my gosh, someone's going to bounce back here. Who's it going to be?
This Kyle looks like Sid from Toy Story.
Holy shit, he does.
You're not wrong.
Why did you do that? Why'd you do that?
I mean, Sid from Toy Story is better than just like Randy Orton clone, which is all I see when I look at him. So that's something.
I know he went from being this Will Ospreay clone to this fucking Randy Orton clone. It's like, my God, dude, you should have just left some hair, maybe just shaved the sides. I don't know, maybe a mohawk.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? But all right, we both have Fletcher in this one.
That's right. John McCain says, I'd like to see Mark win.
That's exactly, I agree. I just don't see it. I don't see Tony Khan putting all his chips on Mark Briscoe here. And I don't see it storyline wise either. So we'll see. I would love to see it too. I'm a huge fan of Mark, but I just don't see it happening. If it does, hell, I'll be a happy camper. So we've got Brodito, Bandito, and Brody King. This is a tag team match. This is for the tag team championships. And they're going up against the Don Callis family, which is going to be Okada and Takeshita. I thought that was funny when Takeshita was over there winning the IWGP championship, and Okada just shuts the TV. I hit wrong button. Wrong button. Oops. And Don Callis was like, fuck it. It's okay, my good friend. We're moving on.
Man.
In this one, oh my God, I hate to say that they're going to put titles on that Don Callis family, but I got a bad feeling about this match, Mark.
You're not the only one, because like I said, they like to do a surprise win or a title change every pay-per-view, and if you've been following along, I have not predicted the title to change hands yet. Now is the time.
We all know who's going to be on commentary.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I see the Callis family getting these titles off of Brodito. I think they had their run. It was fun while it lasted, folks. But I think it's coming to an end come Saturday.
Same.
You agree?
That's it.
You're going to agree. All right. Now we got another good match coming out here. Jamie Hayter versus Tekla. I almost hate saying her name like that, but okay, the H is silent. It's like which. Okay, I understand. I
It wasn't
understand.
before, but it suddenly is. So.
I know it wasn't, then it is. I'm assuming fucking Excalibur got told he was pronouncing it wrong. So, he took his mask off and said it right.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a singles match. I feel they're trying to get Tekla over. I think Jamie Hayter is the perfect opponent to do that. So I see Tekla winning this match. I wouldn't even doubt if maybe one of the other two, maybe Sky Blue or Julie Hart came down, possibly helped her out. But I see Tekla winning this match.
And potentially an even more important question, Cheese would like to know, do you think Andrade got a loan from Tony for Coke and we'll never see him again? Maybe that's what it is.
Could be. Could be. So he might not get the lawyer for him because he owes him for coke. That could be. Man, we're going way back in the show. He's literally just came in where he left off. What the fuck, man?
I think what happened was the Thursday night football game was better than one would have anticipated. So I think it just now ended. So, but Norab says sock face stinks. Pekka was winning. So I'm assuming that means that Jamie Hayter is sock face.
I don't know. I don't know who Sockface is. I don't know. I like Tekla though. They're both to me. Both these girls are gorgeous. Jamie Hayter, beautiful. Tekla, like her look, good looking. So but I definitely think that they're trying to get Tekla and that little group of hers. I forget their name. I apologize. Over. So
Triangle
I think.
of Madness, I believe.
There you go. I don't know. Three hotties.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The three amigas.
The submission sorority this time.
Oh, call him. Oh, Excalibur is Sockhead. Okay.
Okay. That's good.
I've said my piece. I'm not going to do it. You guys are going to just call me a repetitive prick if I do it, and I agree. Take the fucking mask off, you fucking idiot. Anyway, Tekla, Smark, who do you got in this one? Hayter or Tekla?
I'm going Tekla.
You're going with Tekla too. All right.
That's right.
Which brings us to our last match, which is a Tornado Trios match. And I've said before, tornado matches are always one of my favorites. I think this is going to be an awesome match with all these guys in the ring. This is the Hurt Syndicate. We're going to have all three, Lashley, Benjamin, and MVP, going up against The Demand, Ricochet, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona. So I think with The Demand getting a few wins here on pay-per-view, Hurt Syndicate takes this win. Yeah, Norab agrees. Bobby and the team win. I totally agree with that. I think that's what's going to happen.
She says for Ricochet, The Demand is his finger.
Oh, finger blasting. I actually wouldn't doubt if Ricochet, Bishop Khan, and Toa were not on the same page by the end of the match, and we started a little bit of dissension with that group already.
They keep doing a gimmick, no gimmick. Let me try that again. They keep doing the gimmick, no gimmick, gimmick repeat match for this feud. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, they have
been.
No, it's been good. I've tornado matches, like I just said, they're always my favorite. I like seeing everyone in the ring. I don't know why, but I feel like it's a controlled chaos match, and I enjoy that.
Yeah, I always like clusterfucks. Like, I mean, they don't produce necessarily the greatest like technical match, but just having a bunch of people just it keeps things from getting boring and monotonous because your eyes are just kind of darting from one place to the other. So it at least keeps things fun.
Well, this is just going to be a fucking beatdown. I mean, you got the Hurt Syndicate against these fucking. This is going to be beasts against beasts, and then Ricochet.
It's hard because I feel like Hurt Syndicate won 2 weeks ago. The Demand won last night, so it's kind of back and forth. I'm gonna go Hurt Syndicate though. I think that's probably just the most logical place to go.
All right. All right. There you go. So, all right. Yeah. Speaking of best of five, Syndicate and the Demand, I agree, Mr. John McCain. They've done a lot of these matches, but the feud has been good. I'm not gonna lie. I have enjoyed the feud. And I think it's gonna be a really good match come Saturday, because I mean, like I said, you got a bunch of these bigger guys in the ring, and then Ricochet. But I think the bigger guys are going to have a damn good match by the end of it. I think it's going to be a good one. A good one. I do. So I don't know. Mark, you got anything else? I know that there was a few more things I guess we could have got into, but besides the releases, it was kind of a slow week in wrestling. Unless you want to talk about Mick Foley and again.
There was one thing.
Go for it. You got a video?
I do have a video. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, so is the pay-per-view Saturday or is pay-per-view Sunday?
I believe this pay-per-view is Saturday, Wrestle Dreams. Wait a minute.
Is it? Saturday or Sunday?
Might be Sunday. I could be wrong. That happens a lot.
Well, it's hard to say.
No, it doesn't.
Never really knows when, because they keep Saturday one day, Sunday the next day.
It's October 18th, which is Saturday at the Chevette Center in St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis Mo.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is Saturday.
You know the weather gets pretty cold in St. Louis, so you gotta always be looking out.
It's another one. Snow filled the air, buries everything. Time to be scared. You better be aware. It's a nightmare. You better run away if you just can't stay. If you wanna save the day. It's another one. It's shining white. It's not like an angel, more like a devil. Not small like a pebble, more like a mountain that's swung to hold it there.
Appreciate that. Yeah. So there you go. We had a little avalanche. Package fan wants to know because of releases that I let my housekeeper out of the basement. No fucking chance. You better call ICE.
She's stuck here.
Go ahead, call ICE. They're not getting in my fucking house.
So what had happened essentially was that I was looking, because I checked the score of this here football game, and if Cheese is still here, I'd like to announce to him proudly that the Gay Pirates won the college football game. I don't know what that means, but I don't have the Gay Pirates drop. I did have the Avalanche drop, so I figured it'd be time for an Avalanche. That's all I have, though, by the way.
Okay.
We're good. All the housekeeping has been done.
All right. Then I think we're good. Not a problem at all. We can probably go ahead and roll on out of here. I got a shitload of stuff to do this weekend. I know everybody else is going to, I got Yamboree. I don't know what Smark has going on. Autism Blanche?
Because you got the fucked up hands. Yeah.
I couldn't believe I got that right away. But anyhow, I will be Yamboreeing it up this weekend, folks. Riding rides. Let's hope I live. Those rides are put together by crack addict meth heads day by day. So
the
hopefully
backbone of America.
That's right. That's right, because Filipino tilt-a-whirl operators are the backbone of America.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never seen The Campaign, check that movie out. That's what that's from. Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. Fucking love that movie. Will Ferrell punches a baby.
Hell yeah, bro.
Like, yeah. Anyway, folks, on that note, I guess, Smart, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, since we got the gang here and Cheese is here,
There you
Tremendous
go.
here, go ahead and check out the Total Inappropriate Team Sports. That's Tits, the archives. There's years upon years upon years upon years of episodes. So if you like did dated football predictions and topical racism, because racism never goes out of fashion, go ahead and give us a shot. Totally Inappropriate Team Sports YouTube archives. Check us out.
I don't think you could have put the show over any better than that, Smart.
No, that's pretty much what
Uh,
we do.
well, like I said, I think you're just perfect there. Uh, will will we review Street Fighter,
Ooh.
1994 movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme? I will do that one day because that is a good movie. I
And of
will.
course, the true
And
irony
I'm
of
not.
everything is we stopped doing the sports show right along the same time as my fucking football team started actually winning games. So great
Oh,
timing there. I suffered through 4 years of shitty Bears football, and now they're actually good, and we don't do a sports show anymore.
yeah. True North was wondering why we mentioned crackhead meth heads and why are we talking about the Jericho cruise. Listen, no one mentioned Jelly Roll jumping off the boat. That was Smart that mentioned Jelly Roll jumping ship on the Jericho cruise. I don't know what he's talking about. I have no clue. There's a reference there that I must not be understanding because I'm old. So anyway, folks, we're gonna go ahead and take off. We'll be back here next week, Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. So y'all be sure to come on YouTube and check us out over here at the Wrestling Outlet. So there you go, folks. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Be happy. Enjoy the pay-per-view this weekend. And there you go. Smark, anything else?
No.
All right. We got a close up to end the show. So, on that note, folks,